On this list, and actually in this sector altogether, the company that I have the highest conviction in is, all right, welcome to Talkin' Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to talk about the EV sector, both the large cap and the small cap. There was some massive activity yesterday, and I want to see if we can break down what it means and where we might be going. So just a little bit about myself. I have a background in accounting. I was a CPA. I've been working with numbers for over 30 years. I've been a retail investor for the last couple of decades, and I'm hoping just to share some knowledge with you guys, and we can all make some money along the way. I was sick for a few weeks and couldn't make any videos, and it really took us out of the YouTube algorithm. We're slowly starting to climb back in, but it would be greatly appreciated if you could smash the like button. I know it seems silly, but that actually makes a very big difference for the channel. And if you could drop a comment below, any of your thoughts in the EV sector, all comments are welcome. That also is a gigantic help. So we would appreciate that very much. I did a video last week talking about some of the changes we'd be making to the channel in 2022, and one of them is that we would be adding more EV and the whole entire electric vehicle ecosystem content to the channel. So with that said, I want to take a look at what happened yesterday. So I've put together a list of 12 stocks yesterday. 5 of these are large cap, 7 of these are small cap. The large cap stocks tend to be anywhere from $30 billion to $1 trillion. The small cap stocks can be anywhere from $100 million to $1 billion. So very big discrepancy. There's kind of two different universes in the EV sector. Yesterday was an incredibly green up day for a lot of these EV stocks, both big and small. NIO is a large cap company, and it was up almost 15%. I wanted to provide this as more of a visual to just see the green and see the large numbers. However, I did an analysis myself where I break this down a little bit more. So I want to go onto my analysis and show you a little bit more about what this means and just how big of a day it was yesterday in the EV sector. But before we do that, I want to talk in general. It's been an up and down year for the electric vehicle sector. We had a lot of IPOs. We had a lot of SPACs that converted. So there were some winners and some losers this year. The winners tended to be at the large cap side of things. And for about the second half of the year, most of the small cap EV stocks got absolutely taken out. I mean, just destroyed. So we've seen these green days before, and what has happened in the past over the last 6 months is when we have a giant green day like this, and this is one of the biggest ones, what typically follows is a big red day the next day. So what we're looking to see is this just a one-day fake out, or, today is December 31st, that's the last trading day of the year. Is this kind of an end-of-the-year signal that maybe the EV sector is going to have a good year in 2022, and particularly the smaller cap stocks, which got really destroyed? 7 of those were up between 7 and 10% yesterday. So those are big up days. So let's just take a little closer look and see what's going on. I've broken it down between the large cap stocks and the small cap stocks. And with the large cap stocks, some of these like Rivian and Lucid, you'll see, well, they were only up 4 or 5%, which may not seem like a big deal, but I want to show you guys their market cap and show you what that means in one day. This was just yesterday's gain in market cap for these companies. So you'll see that NIO up 14.76%. That added $6.6 billion to its market cap. $6.6 billion is basically bigger than all of these small EV stocks that I have listed put together. XPEV was up almost 10%, so that was a $3.8 billion increase in the market cap. Lee was up 8.6%, that was a $2.6 billion increase in the market cap. Lucid Motors was up 4.81%, so there's one you may look at and go, okay, that's 4 or 5%. That's almost $3 billion increase in their market cap. Rivian was up 4.11%. That was over $3.6 billion increase in their market cap. You will see one large cap EV stock missing from the list, so I'm just going to mention it so that you guys don't think I've ignored it. Tesla did not have an up day yesterday. They announced that they had to recall 500,000 vehicles, and so the stock by no means tanked. I think it was down 1 or 2%. It just didn't get to participate in this run-up because, unfortunately for them, they simultaneously had some negative news. So they're not on the list. And their numbers can get astronomical. You know, they can add tens of billions of dollars to their market cap in one day. Tesla is somewhere around a $1 trillion market cap company. So I'll just briefly run down these small cap EVs. So GP Green Power, they were up 13.07% yesterday. Ayro stock has been absolutely decimated this year. So they were up 10.9%. So that's a very strong day for them. ChargePoint, though, that's EV charging stations, as you guys probably know. They were up 8.84%. Romeo, which makes high-end battery fuel cells for commercial vehicles, they were up 8.31%, so that's a big update. Solo, which is a very small cap company, yesterday it was up over 8%. XL was up 7.9%, and Candy Technologies was up 7.42%. This was a very good day for the electric vehicles, but what I want to look at right now is what are they doing today? Because like I said, typically for the last 6 months, after a giant up day, we typically get taken out the next day, and the board is red. So I'm switching over to the same list of stocks right now, and this is what they're doing today. So while this is not a monumental up day like yesterday was, the momentum has carried into today. So unlike the previous several times this has happened where it's quickly reversed itself, all these stocks seem to be up somewhere between 0 and 2%. This momentum carrying into the next day and holding these gains is something new. So I am not ready to say that the EV sector has bottomed out, particularly the small caps, but this is the first signs of life I see out of this. So I'm very excited that we're adding a lot of EV content to the channel next year because it looks to me like some good things will happen. I will say there's a bunch of other EV stocks past this that I personally follow closely. And, you know, within the EV sector, there are going to be some winners and there are going to be some losers. So we're going to do our best in 2022 to try to figure out which is which. Although I don't talk a lot about this on the channel, I am invested in a few of these already, and I intend to continue to build out some of these positions over 2022. On this list, and actually in this sector altogether, the company that I have the highest conviction in is a company called Romeo, and their stock ticker is RMO. It is one of the stocks that had a big up day yesterday. It's up 2.38% today. That is one of my positions. So I will be doing a lot of videos in the EV sector in the coming weeks and months. So if that's content you enjoy, please do us a favor and subscribe to the channel so that you can check out what's to come. And if you like this video, please smash the like button. And in addition, if you have any thoughts or any other EV companies that you're excited about that aren't on this list, please drop us a comment. I respond to most comments, so we are glad to have your feedback. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.